Welcome to Marketing Champions, where we shine the light on innovations, tools, and strategies from those who are leading in this field. I'm on with Cameron Gilmore from Blue Fire Leads. Hi, I'm Suzie Becker. How are you, Cameron?
Hey, Suzie, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you so much for coming on today. Let's talk a little bit about what Blue Fire Leads does as a company.
Yeah, so we are a lead gen company that specializes in the home service space. We've been in business for just over 10 years now. Started off with solar, built a good portfolio, and now we are moved over into the home service space.
Wonderful. So tell me, from the time that you began about a decade ago until now, what would you say the largest change has been in the marketing atmosphere?
Great question. The biggest change that we have seen, obviously, is attention capturing, right? With the age of digital media, social media, this instant gratification, it's harder to keep people's attention or attract them to a product or a service that you're trying to offer, and specifically generating leads for companies. And so the attention capturing has been the biggest change with, if you don't like something within 3 seconds, you can just scroll through it or you can pass it by. So we've had to become very innovative on how to capture people's attentions.
So in your particular field, in your particular space, what would you say the most successful thing that you have utilized to set you apart is?
Data, understanding data, right? Data is king, specifically in the lead gen space. So when you can look at the data and follow trends and see what the new trends are going to be, when you can look at that data and extrapolate what you're trying to accomplish, that's been the biggest thing for us, is be able to look at the data, understand the data, and then really put in places and benchmarks to start hitting and measuring on that data.
So it sounds to me like intentional strategic development and then identifying your goals and almost projecting trends that will be upcoming to keep in the back of your mind while you're essentially building this newly formed plane as you're flying it successfully.
Exactly. Yep. You got to be really good storytellers. You got to be able to tell the right story at the right time. And that's what we've been able to accomplish with that building process, right? You hear a lot of this A/B testing, but what really does A/B testing mean, and how do you quantify A/B testing? And I think we've done a phenomenal job at doing that.
So having a background in the solar space, which is already adjacent to where you are now in the home space, were you able to use some of your already kept in a basket tools that you could reformulate to pivot into this new market space?
Yeah, that's the one thing that we've done really well, right? Success breeds innovation, and innovation always it shows its face, right? So keeping detailed notes, keeping detailed records, understanding when you put something that worked in one space, how does that translate into a new space? Obviously, there's some growing pains, there's some ups and downs, but it all is basically encompassed the same. And when you can measure and look at past performance, and really keep good notes, you'll find that those notes will give you a benchmark and a springboard into something new.
Okay, so here's what I find fascinating. Essentially, your job is to satisfy people's need for instant gratification, and it sounds like your job is to introduce your patients and not expect instant gratification to fulfill the goals that you have set forth.
100%. 100%.
Wow, so
Taking
using both sides of your brain.
Yes, exactly. Understanding that. And I'm glad you brought that up, because marketers, or truly good marketers, will understand how the brain works, the frontal cortex, dopamine, right? And that's really what it comes down to. Can I pull that dopamine away from something else and put it here and say, oh, this is a great idea. It's going to take a little time, but this is a great idea.
I love it. The incorporation of psychology is essentially at the forefront of what marketing and advertising always has been. I think we may have forgotten for a little while, but you're bringing it back to the center.
100%. You think about some of the best jingles, right? I remember in the 80s, early 80s and 90s, some of those jingles, I won't say them on air, but I can still remember a lot of those jingles. They run through my head. I'll pop them up every now and then. And so what you do is you study those jingles and why were they so captivating? And when you can start to see, like the saying says, right? Birds of the same feather flock together. When you can see that and then incorporate it into your business and what we do, that's how you can pull attention to you.
So intentional target marketing by following the science, following the numbers, and following the psychology.
100%. 100%.
Thank you so much, Cameron, for coming on to chat with me today. I really appreciate your insight.
Absolutely. It's been super fun. Keep up the great work. Love what you're doing. Love how you share this awareness and help other people.
Thank you. If you want to find out more about Cameron Gilmore and Blue Fire Leads, you can find us on dailynewsnetwork.com. I'm your host, Suzie Becker, here at Marketing Champions. Have a great day.